Our facility is a residential program for people in Johnson County that are on probation. They live here, but they go out and work in our community. I would recommend someone to come work here because you are getting the experience in the correctional field, but in a more relaxed, inviting setting. I think being part of the reason somebody wants to better themselves or being part of someone's success when they've come from such a low place in their life is the most rewarding part of this job. I think the most challenging part is having clients of all different backgrounds and walks of life come through here and live in close quarters with each other.
You're going to be working with people that have lots of mental health problems, dual diagnoses. Some of them are unmedicated that are coming in here, and you're going to have to learn how to de-escalate. You're going to have to learn your communication skills. They'll cuss you out, they'll threaten you, they'll basically try and get you to react in a negative way.
So sometimes you just kind of got to sit back and let them get it out of their system. They may call you a lot of names that you don't like, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's just words.
When people come back from the community, we are to search their stuff, looking for contraband, looking for drugs, searching their wallets, searching their jackets. If you notice, I went around the edges. Sometimes they'll cut slits in their jackets or in their hats.
The biggest thing that I think some people might not realize is the search aspect. We do a lot of pat downs. Strip searches are probably one of the most uncomfortable things for most people coming into the field. So once you kind of do it enough, it becomes second nature.
We do the strip search in case they're trying to hide any contraband under their armpits, in their mouth, under their genitals. You'd be surprised the places that they actually try and hide stuff here. You have to search the rooms because even though we do search at intake, we don't have any fences around our facility. Hopefully when we're doing the room searches, we'll try and be as thorough as we can, searching under the beds, in the lockers, underneath the crevices, window sills. We do monitor the lunch. Just kind of be aware of your surroundings, of what's going on around you, because that's the quickest way to stop something from happening, if you're able to catch it before it gets out of hand.
We have our mall control where we communicate with the transportation drivers. There are times when we actually have to drive transpo, and when we're driving transpo, we're just taking them to and from work.
Get back! Stop!
Our natural respond control tactics is our self-defense training. What this is for when we have new hires that come in. We want to make sure that they are safe when they are working at the facility. The goal of all this training is to protect our staff. We don't want to send them in case the response of a fight were to be taking place and they get in the middle of it and the clients turn on them.
Stop! Get back!
We want to make sure that they are safe. But the ARC, what we have to do is we have to run an obstacle course. What that consists of is at the ARC, we run from the programs in Building 4, we run all the way up to Building 1. Once you get to Building 1, then you are going to conduct CPR on a test dummy. The reason why we do it is because if a client were to be fighting or if a client is in medical need, we got to make sure that you're going to be able to respond in a decent amount of time for the safety of that client.
I've worked here for a little over 4 years, but I do feel like this is a place that you can make a career.
We have the opportunities to become CA2, which is a step up. You become kind of a mentor. You also have opportunities to have other responsibilities like being a departmental training officer. You're still a CA, but you have that as an extra responsibility.
The benefits itself and the skills that you'll get from working here will help you in your future career, not just here. The fact that you'll get to learn how to speak with people, talk with people, communicate with people, de-escalate situations, stay calm, is going to be beneficial for you in your future.
We all help each other out, and when push comes to shove, we all come together. So the camaraderie and just that teamwork aspect is one of the most, it's impressive when you actually see it happen. Some of the biggest challenges probably is adjusting that life and work balance, because working on an evening shift, working 2 to 10:30 is kind of rough. I mean, I have a family, I've got kids, but I make the schedule work.
My advice would be to have an open mind when you apply and start working here, because our facility is unique. We are a correctional setting, but we kind of stray a little away from being a correctional facility. We were trying to get out of the mindset that this is a jail.
And all the rewards of just being able to help people and make changes in people's lives that never thought they would get anywhere is is an amazing feeling to have.
About a week ago, I ran into one of the ex-therapeutic community clients, and he told me he'd been sober now for 3 years, and he was here when I first started. So seeing him come back and tell me that he was still sober and that some of the stuff that I had told him he's actually used, it makes you feel good knowing that you had an impact.